Just make sure I am online. Online. Okay, I should be on and double check here. Refresh. And then I guess let me start record. And then mhm. Alright, it should pop in here. Thumbnail. So love this. And then okay, let me save it. And I think we are live now. All right. We're live, we're live, we're live. We're waiting for my gang. Let me start to play and steal a moment of silence. Silence, silence, silence. Okay, my phone is 23. I miss playing e4, so let me try. Let me start with move e4. Okay. So technically we're going to play I'm thinking if I should play d4 or d3, but okay. Let me play with d4. d5 goes here, and then I'll take. I was expecting him to play d5, so it's kind of strange that he didn't. So in this position, should I play knight b2 or still bishop to d2? Let me play bishop to d2. I think there's a delay again. It's really annoying. I'm annoyed with this delays. Huh? Punky punky delays. Now I don't have to go bishop to b5. I can just go directly and play. Hold up. No, I still have to play this bishop to b5. Hold up, hold up. Okay. Yeah, I honestly forgot. That should have been a much better move, but if it plays bishop g4, let me play h3. So I think there has been changes, or there have been changes. I can see changes, changes, changes from how the view looks. First, let me castle. Should I castle? Yeah, let me just castle. If it takes, I'm going to take. Or is it right for me to take the pawn? I mean, to take the knight. Not sure about that, but I think I should. Does it d6 f6? d6 e5. Okay. Time to move the knight back. Time to move my bishop back. Should I play this? I'd take, it takes with the knight. I'll play this. Queen d3. The bishop moves back, I'll take. To play c5, I'll play e3. Moves back, I'd take with b8. Okay, I think I'm good with this one. Oh, idiot. I missed something. I didn't calculate what if it takes my knight. Yeah. But anyhow. Yeah, I didn't calculate that though. Maybe I should have played knight b3 first. So that takes a queen. Okay. Let me go here. Knight b3. Queen b3, he takes, I take. I really don't like that though. No, I think I could be okay. Because I can already play f4. Yeah, I think I should have played queen b3. Damn. So right now, I am early. I'm having an early stream, which my gang is still normally not here, but I hope they'll be here soon. Okay, what do you want? What do you want, Nigo? What if I go here? Of course, there are moves like this, right? You know what? No, it's fine. Or it should be the other. Oh, did he just blunder? Because I feel like he did. I mean, I got family fort. It's a family fort. Which means I'm gonna win a rook. I'm going to win material regardless. I mean, the best one for him is to play, yeah, queen e7. Queen e7 or queen b6 doesn't matter. He has to protect the bishop. But I'll just have to take this and be done with it. So one of his options or threat could be knight g3, in which I'm not going to entertain that. Because I can play this move. Queen to... Should I play queen d3? Yeah, that should be fine. Queen d2, so I have an option to play queen g5, knight g5 later. He may play something like this, knight g... I should have just stopped that. Okay. I already saw that. I mean... But I still didn't stop it. I hate it. I hate it. Because I saw the move, but I still didn't do anything. What a moron, right? So I play rook f1. He plays knight e4. He is threatening f2 and threatening my queen. So I'd rather give away what? Dang. so annoying. Of course, I have to give away something, right? But okay, I'm gonna play queen G. Oopsie. Queen G5 takes. Queen G5, knight G5, knight takes F1, rook takes F1. Then he plays rook F5. He's threatening my knight. And my pawn, obviously. So if I go knight e6, he moves his bishop back to b6. I still can't play f4. I still can't play rook e1 to protect my pawn. This is just so annoying. Dang. It would have been much better if I played this one. Anyhow, anyway, it is what it is. So I feel like I'm still in big trouble. I am in trouble, honestly. Ay, 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 ay. I don't like this, you know. But I have to just give my rook away. Okay, let me go here. I mean, it takes me, I take back. That's it. It should be. Oh, I got a new viewer. Hello, new viewer. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing fine. If you want to get to know each other, if you want to get to know me more, I can get to know you more if you chat, all right? If you don't want to, it's also fine. But I hope we can get to know each other much better. Anyhow, anyway, I need to deal with my position. I don't like this bishop. This bishop's really annoying. Dang, I blundered my rook back. I'm supposed to be having a much better position. But anyhow, anyway, it is what it is. Is my opponent trying to trick me? Is there any trick in here? Can I play rook e1? I think so. Let me go here, rook e1. I do have a threat. I mean, just to play knight d4 and block this bishop. And then after, so, for example, I play knight d4, he moves his queen out of the way. Maybe queen f7. Yeah, maybe queen f7. And I'll just kick the bishop. No, I don't even have to kick the bishop. Okay, let's go. Let's go here. Let me capture. If it doesn't capture, I'm fine. If it captures, I'm also okay. I mean, it's not something that I will really have to be worried about. All right, so is he provoking me to play e6 or not? I mean, that's a question. Because if I play f4, yeah, if I play f4, he plays queen h4, rook e1, and then he plays g5, threatening my pawn, obviously, and also threatening my knight. So let me double check. f4, queen h4. Okay, let me go here. Yeah, let me go here then. Whoop. I just have to go, run away from any threats. If I play something like maybe queen f7, should I consider playing f4 and sack? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and sack. Let's see, let's calculate. f4 capture, queen takes, wait, f4, rook takes. Then I'll go knight e6, yes, rook f2. Playing my queen, obviously. Darn it. I'm forced to go back here again. Ah. Why am I in this situation? Actually, I can play this. Can I play this? Knight e6? The knight e6, rook takes f2. No, not good. Okay, let me just play knight f3. I have to give this up. I blundered. No? Just too bad for the first game. Now, I may lose. I've been playing so bad lately. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Yeah, because he has this move, right? Bishop takes. Yep, saw it. And then if I go rook f1, yes, check, check. Oh, sweet. That was a sweet sacrifice, actually. But of course, this won't give up. Takes not take that. Gives a check. I'm lost. He gives a check. I'm dead. Dead. Yeah, he has too much pawns. He got a bunch of pawns. And there's nothing I can do. I'm just dead. Go back. I think I'm gonna go back. Oh shoot, he will just keep on capturing my pawns. Sure, why not? As long as the queens are alive, I should be fine. Yep, I won't give up as long as the queens are on the board. Okay. Didn't even play here, you know. He just did. Let me play. Let's wait for him to make his moves. Who knows? Let me go check. Go here. No one really cares. Okay. Hmm. Oh well. I'm lost. I am lost. Okay, let me double check where could have been much better. Where I could have done much better. No, I think he already blundered the here. So that's our point. Give a check. Okay, capture. So this is just a transposition, right? Okay, castle, h3 is just the same. Okay. So castle, bishop to g4. I'll just play h3. Bishop h5. And I got queen e4. Got it. This is hanging. This is hanging. And okay. h3 f6. I castled. It took. I played here. So the correct one is bishop takes c6. Bishop to e3. Yeah, I was right. I should have played knight b3 first. But anyhow, I went away. So here my move queen b3 is right. I mean, the first thing that I thought. Oh, wait, what? Oh, wow. Is this for real? Wow. Of course, if it captures this, I discovered a tab. So let's say the bishop goes back further. We got rook takes d5. I mean, the queen cannot hide. Then I'll just discover a tab. Oh, what if? Yeah. What if I go here? I'll go for queen. Okay, yeah. e6. Woohoo, then e7. Dang. Okay, so I'll play knight d3. Yeah, here I blundered. Yeah, I was an idiot. Queen d2, idiotic move. I was right. I was thinking of king h1. I saw it. Okay, now I know why. So here, rook e1, h6, knight d4, e7. And now king h2 was was a win. So rook e2 is similar. Okay. So I'm trying to play f4, but it didn't work. Anyhow, anyway. Let's play another game. All right. So this is what going down to road to 2500 because I'm below 2500 again. Wow. It is what a big downfall. It was a huge downfall for me. Hello, Adarsha. I hope you're doing well. You know, I'm having a bad internet connection. I don't know why, but it is pretty bad. Now I've got 3 viewers after I did refresh my streaming kit. Yeah, it is kind of annoying why this is giving me a bad connection. How are you, Adarsha? So you wake up early, huh? So I haven't been able to stream for a while. I mean, maybe what? For a day and a half? Yeah, right? Yeah, because I had an emergency. And oopsie, now slowly people are getting into the stream. Wow. Good morning, everyone from the east side of the world. I hope you are all doing great. So now, oh, it's my turn. What the? I even don't know it's my turn. There's something wrong with me. I am good. I am okay. But not in a perfect form or shape. You know, but I'm okay. All right. Have you guys been watching, what do you call this? The candidates? Have you been following the candidates? Oh, okay. What is wrong with Zoom with my video? I feel like there is really something wrong with my connection. Why is this super duper bad? It's annoying. So I gotta keep on refreshing. And now to see that there's no... Okay. Yeah, right. Oh, now it's my turn. Rook c8. So what I'm playing right now is the Sicilian Maroczy bind variation for white, and then black is what? Having forgot. I just thought this with. I taught all of you this last time. The hedgehog setup. Okay, so let me play queen c7. Now this rook is an option to go to e8 or d8, depending on how I feel. I can play rook to e8. Yeah, right. Surround like yesterday. Prague and Sindaro. Yep, we can go over that. Remember what I told you last time, but it's still too early to say. But during my last few streams, I said so. My bets are Fabi number 1, number 2 is Prague, and number 3 is Sindaro, right? The only people who can beat them is when they play against each other. And that's the first thing, when Prague and Sindaro played against each other. Tomorrow it's going to be Fabi versus Sindaro. It's the battle of the first place, or who's gonna get the sole lead. Though I feel like it may end up in a draw, but still it's a battle of sole lead. And then I think Fabi is playing. Is Fabi playing white tomorrow? I forgot. Alright, we can check it after this game. Okay? Let me just finish this game, and I hope I win. So I chose to play rook f to e8. And one of the ideas of this move is to play queen b8. Bishop goes back to d8 and goes to c7. So I'm like able to guess it correctly. Can I call myself Mystic, Coach RJ? I'm like a mystic. I'm magical. I can see the future. I can predict the future. But why can't I predict the right moves for myself? Right. I would rather predict the right moves for myself than the future of their games. Okay. Anyhow, anyway, I think there's really something wrong with my connection. Could I think I should have just played d5 right away. But anyway, it's fine. So this bishop can reroute to c7. Oh, whoa. Hold up, mister. What do you want? Maybe he would love to play b5, but watch Fabiano and so much. Hopefully it's not going to. Hopefully it won't end up in a draw, because they're going to play fighting chess. As you can see, the game of Sindaro earlier, he just chose a line that sacks a knight, right? A lot of guts. I think it's a long time preparation. That was his long time preparation. That's why it took him a short while to think for the move knight takes b4. Because normally it takes you a while to play a move when you're trying to recall your preparation. And then I think it was out of his, because I checked the game. It was out of the preparation after a few moves. Same thing for Prague. Okay. Now let me play. Hold up. In this position, I am tempted to play bishop takes g3. Let me calculate. Capture, check. Oh, he plays maybe king h1. Then I'll play what? E takes d5, right? E takes d5, threatening his bishop. And after he moves his bishop away, maybe bishop to g1. Then I can consider to play e takes d4, or it gives him a check on h3 after he blocks. No. After bishop g1, I think I can play knight g4. When I play that move? Yeah, right? Okay. Because if I play e takes d5 right away, he will play bishop f2. And then I no longer have the option or chance to sacrifice on g3. Wait, check. And then takes, yeah. Go, let's go, let's go, let's go, so go. This is what you call Harakiri chess. So it's like this. After he captures my queen, if his king runs away to h1 and I take this, right? I'm threatening his bishop. So, okay. I'll play e takes d5. So it's like this. H takes, queen takes, king runs away to h1. Then I play e takes d5. I'm threatening his bishop. So if, let's say the bishop runs away to g1, I even have the option to play rook e5, threatening to play rook h5. And maybe he's going to play something like bishop to f1. And then after I play rook h5 check, he plays bishop h2, then I'll play knight g4. Woo! Whoop, 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 whoop. I think this is so good because my knight g4 is threatening the knight. I mean, it's threatening the bishop. I've got a rook, I've got a queen. And if he takes my beautiful, beautiful knight, I think I can play e takes there. Oh! Well, let me capture first with a check. All right, so my opponent played the right crazy move. Though, should I capture? This is getting spicy. Should I play this move? I mean, I am actually thinking to sacrifice my pawn, you know? All right. Let me go here. Knight e5. Obviously, capturing the bishop is a blunder because I've got this check. It's a double check. I have queen h2, then queen 8. After he moves his king to f1, then I have queen h1 checkmate. It's likely he may capture my pawn, then maybe I'll just capture back. Now I got a few, I mean, not a few threats, but my threat is still to play knight eg4, threatening the bishop. And my rook's path is open. He also has the option after I take, and then maybe he plays c5 check. Yep. And then I'll go king f8. He plays knight e6 check. Should I capture? I'm thinking of capturing though. Capture, and then I'll just simply play. Should I play rook e8? Yeah, I can play rook e8. Oh, well. Whoa. Look at his move. It's really interesting. In which... I want to kick his knight. But it's easier said than done, you know? If he does capture me, so for example, I capture him, he captures me, I capture back. Maybe I can reroute my rook, right? So capture, he captures this bishop. What's next for me? What's next for me? Can I play knight g4 now? Cause I'm no time to play knight g4. Although if I play knight g4 now, my bishop is blocked. Okay, I want to capture this first. And then he captures me, I'll just capture back. What's this? You woke up at 4 a.m.? What do you do? I mean, why do you wake up early? That early? After you wake up, do you exercise? Do you run? Or is just your normal time of waking up because you gotta go to work, go to school, or do something. Can you tell me more about it, Adarsha? Sorry, I wasn't able to see your chat right away because I was trying to calculate what's the right move for my position because it's not easy. My position is not easy. Although I feel like I'm winning. I'm having a much better position. So after he captures caption, then maybe he captures my bishop. Do I have? Yeah, I think I still have knight g4, right? He goes king g3, queen h2. He goes here, king h5. Then I have king g4. Then I have h5 checkmate. Bet. You see it? Here, check. King takes h2, knight g4. If his king goes to king h3, I'll just play queen h2. He's forced to take my knight, and h5 will be a mate. If after knight g4, he moves his king to g1, of course h1 will be queen h2 mate. Anyway, forget about it. Because he played c5. He is threatening to capture the pawn on e6, bruh. Come on, who cares about that pawn? I got a bunch of pawns. No, he's not only threatening to capture this, perhaps he's also threatening to play c6. Maybe. Should I play knight g4 now? Right? Bet knight g4 is a great move. Knight g4. He plays knight e6. Okay, let's do this. Again. Knight g4, knight e6. Then I play just king move. What are you gonna do after? Maybe he'd play something like c6. Yeah, right. Let's see. Knight g4. Knight takes e6. King h8. What does this next mean, though? Because my threat is... Actually, my threat is nothing. No, I got a threat. I should have a threat. When after I play queen g3, I have a threat of playing bishop g1, and then queen h2 mate. If it captures, I have queen h3. He blocks, I can simply take, right? So let's go. Should we go for this? Is this a go? Knight g4, what if it plays c6? Should I still... Oh. Dot. You know what? Let's do this. Bishop to d5. Yeah. And then, let's go. Do this. Should I just play this? I think so. Knight g4, right? I mean, my threat is shallow. My threat is just queen g3. But it's still a threat, though. Is queen g3 a legitimate threat? I'm not even sure if it's a threat. Okay, rook g1 will not work. Because I'll just take it. He can't take with a rook because I have queen h2 mate. So it's just not going to work. Which makes me think. I mean, I got a good position. My pair of bishops is aiming at his king, you know. What? Okay. Hold up. Let's have a breather. And then after this is an interesting game to look at. I'm gonna go over this game after, and then we're gonna go over the game of Prague and Sindaro. Okie dokie. The game of Fabi is crazy. I mean, not crazy, but it was an unexpected blunder from Ways Caliber. Hello, Kelvin. Oh, today's your exam. Of course. I wish you all the luck. And in fact, I'm not even worried. I feel like you're just going to nail it, buddy. You know? I just feel like you're gonna nail it. Exam what? That's what I'm thinking. Exam what? Come on. You're Kelvin. You'll destroy it. Okay. So the opponent is trying to well. Let me capture this. Check. It takes. I think E3 will be left hanging. So I feel safe and sound. Righty right. And then I can capture. What do you want, dude? Is there any checks? I don't see any. So my threat is Queen H6 check. So I should be winning here. This should be comfortable. Comfortable. Idiot. I should have played something better. Anyway, they should still be winning. Run away. Run away, buddy, oh. Oh, I don't like that move. Shoot. Oh boy. I feel like I made a mistake. Dang it. Okay, let me go here. Let me stick. Okay. Now they should be winning. Let me grab that. Oh shoot, my opponent just beat me on time. Okay. I lost. Okay, let me go over this. No, not this one. So this crazy position. I play d5, it's I play bishop takes, so the move is bishop takes g3. It's bishop takes h2, king h1. Okay, f takes e6, but I play knight. Okay, f takes e6 should have been simple. Play knight d5, f takes, knight takes, g takes. What's the move? c5. Play bishop d. It took a while to play bishop to d5. Now I think this one is really winning for me. Yeah. I could have even played bishop takes c5. Oh, I was losing when I took. So the correct move is b takes c5, b takes c5, king h8. I see. I should have played king h8. Alright, so there'll be no pin. So what happened? My grandmother is in bed since 6 months. Oh, so you're helping your grandma. Wow, that's a noble thing. Keep it up, Adarsha. Okay? Keep it up. I mean, you'll be blessed taking care of your grandma. Is Calvin still here? Good luck, Calvin. Good luck. That's all I can say to you. Good luck. Wait, let me take a look at these games, right? From the FIDE World Chess candidates. So, as what we're talking about, the game of Prague and Sindaro. Here. So, let me change my chess setting, and this should be good. All right. Okay. So it was a Queen's Gambit decline. He played Bishop E7. You know the purpose of Bishop E7 is just trying to avoid the Carlsbad, the bishop g5 thing. So, and then, yep, knight f6, bishop f4. Although Pragg can still play c takes d5, e takes d5, so it doesn't really matter. Pragg can still do the Carlsbad if he wants to, right? And here he castled, so everything was still book line. Knight c6, queen c2, rook e8. So the threat of this move, rook e8, is to play e5. For some reasons, after pawn to b4, here queen f5. After pawn to b4, normally the bishop goes back to f8 or e7. Okay, these are the two retreating squares. And I believe this move, knight takes b4, is a long time preparation of Sindaru. He has, when I'm saying long time, he has analyzed his position and thought that this could be, there could be a perfect time to play this knight takes b4. And it happened to be on the third round of the candidates. Because look, he was 131, right? And then it took him, what, 15 minutes to play the move? So he was trying to recall the line knight takes b4. And then obviously Pragg just simply took d takes e3 was played. Another, what, 12 minutes was spent. Bishop d3. And then queen g6. He has thought of this move, I believe. He was just checking for 2 minutes before he played it. And then here goes f5. So for Pragg, Pragg is already out of his preparation after knight takes b4. Okay? He was out of his preparation. He just played the move a takes b4 quick because he is forced to do so. And then here, d takes. Took him a while before he played bishop d3. Maybe he had some experience, like a few blitz matches or a long time ago, but not in the high level of chess that he has been for a while. Queen g6, f takes c3, f5. Okay, bishop c5. So here, I think Sindaru is also out of his prep and then trying to think what could be a much better continuation for me. Bishop c5 to attack the pawn. And then Pragg played the first mistake or inaccuracy. I am trying to figure out what Pragg was analyzing, because for their level, they should be able to spot inaccuracies or what a great move to be played. So maybe Pragg was trying to set up a trap here. Of course, Sindaru will not capture this, and then there's bishop takes f5. Or Pragg also calculated the move e5, in which he made the wrong positional judgment. Yeah, it's true. Of course, that was smart. The knight takes b4. Correct. So it was out of prep. So this was just a battle of over the board chess. When we say over the board chess, both of them were out of the preparation. They're just trying to outsmart each other. And one of the best players to do that is, of course, the world number one, Magnus. He just loves to play chess, regardless, right? So, yep. So e5, bishop c2, e4. And now from this, black was just having a clear advantage. Rook d8. So, queen to g5. I love this move, queen g5. You know, you may think that this move, queen to g5, is threatening to capture e3. That is true. But he's just using the e3 to have a good rerouting for his queen and threaten bishop to b4. Look. So rook e1, queen e7, bishop to b4, and now he has a good threat to the knight. Queen b2 was played, a5, rook a6. So all the moves that Pragg is playing, all the moves that Pragg is playing right now is somewhat, we can say, logical for his position. He's trying to put his pieces, or improve his pieces and put it in the right squares, just like this knight that was on d2 earlier. He rerouted it and moved it to d4, because the moment his knights, his other pieces are placed on the right squares, don't forget, he's up by a minor piece, although he's down by pawns, because it's what, 2 pawns for a minor piece. But the way you count it is not 2 pawns for a minor piece. You just count it a minor piece, because the 2 pawns can be what, held by a single minor piece. Yes, a multi-purpose move. If you're a beginner, you're going to think that he's threatening e3. But if you're advanced, a master, you would understand that this is just a decoy to reroute his queen into a much better diagonal, right? And now, queen g5 was played. I was trying to figure out what is the plan, what is the threat of this move, queen to g5. And I came up with this. He thought, okay, this would be a good pin. This will tie up the queen to defend the knight on d4. And then at some point, he wants to play h5, h4. And then after the knight moves back to f1, from his positional judgment or assessment, he's just much better. Because white's pieces are, what? Pushed backwards. And now, let's continue. King b1 was played. h5. King, what's this? King a2, yep. So, look at what Pragg is doing. He's trying to put his king into safety, and he wants to activate this rook. So, it's also logical, right? So, it was a good game. h4, knight f1, bishop d7. In this position, black has fluctuate his advantage, right? So, it's super slight advantage. Rook d1 was played. c8. Yep. So of course it's time for you to what, improve your knight as well. The one in f1. Rook b6 until he made this move c5. So the engine was suggesting he should have just played g3, but will you think of playing g3 here? g3, h takes g3, h takes g3. Queen 6? Will you think of giving away your pawn? Right? Will you think of that? Maybe it's because of rook h1, then rook e h2, then you'll have a good attack on the h file. Then after the knight moves, if your rook is on h7, you have a good attack on g7, maybe something like that. But right now we can say that's an inhumane move. A human will not think about that. This move c5 is a logical move for a human because he wants his knight to be there. He wants to open up the light square diagonal, so his bishop can also be part of the attack. Because who will say that this is not the light squares is not a weakness for black, right? So white is trying to exploit the light squares. Rook f2, where was that? Where was the rook f2 move that you were talking about? But let's see as we move forward. Then knight c4. If I was the one to play, seriously, in this position, the first move that I will think of is bishop takes c5. Yeah, bishop takes c5. I will think of this move, bishop b3 check, and then I'll move my king away. And then I'll think of maybe he's going to play knight c4, and then I'll play rook b4. And then I will be able to assess, oh, I'm good here because my next threat is to play a4. So given this position, I would have played bishop takes c5. Okay, I would have played the best move. So Sindarov played rook takes c5, queen b3, king h8, and now so this move is understandable. Queen f7. He made a blunder because their time is running low. They're trying to reach what? The 40th move, okay? Understandable. In which Sindarov pulled off a perfect sacrifice. Rook takes c2. And, okay, it's not just because of rook takes c2. If we're going back, I believe this is how you prep for moves, okay? The moment Pragg played c5, or even before Pragg played c5, Sindarov has already foreseen at some point of the game, okay, he can sacrifice his rook on c2 and can get a fork on this diagonal. Because that's just how you foresee moves. You will imagine. And yep, see, so he has seen this. Look, after Pragg played queen f7, can you see how fast he played rook takes c2? And then, although GMs at their caliber is able to spot moves like this in a snap. Okay. Anyhow, anyway, what were you saying, Adarsha? Push h pawn, then Pragg should go for rook f2. Oh, we can go over that later, but because we're almost done analyzing the game, it's almost over. So after rook takes d2, this is just almost over. King a2, and then bishop takes e3. To be honest, here, black is up by a minor piece, although both of his minor pieces are hanging, right? I would have also played bishop takes e3, logical human move, and then this one, queen f6. Yep, you just want to trade everything off. And since they have reached, okay, they have reached the 40th move, or the 40th move. Pragg resigned because he's down by what? 4 pawns, and there's no point of playing. He was just trying to reach the 40th move, and he was hoping that he will have a fair position or fair chance, although unfortunately he didn't. So going back to the move pawn to h4. Okay, let's go back there. After h4. So, wait, what? After h4, are you saying that Pragg should have played rook f2? It's attacking the knight though. Oh, wait. Maybe you meant after, okay, after Sindarov played h5, Pragg should have played rook f2 so he could have threatened the f5 square. That's true. Although after rook f2, there will be g6. I mean, this is a good solid structure. You may think that black has a lot of weaknesses. It's true, black has a lot of weaknesses, but still there's no way for white to take advantage of the weaknesses. I'm still going for black here. Although, after h4, now the knight can already go to e2. That makes a lot of sense though. Yep. This could have been... Actually, this could have been a much different game, or the outcome could have been different. Because, yep, both of them are on a time pressure, trying to reach the 40th move. And the knight the knight will not be too bad on e2. Yeah, it's true. This could have been his last chance, right? Because after he let Sindarov push the pawn to h4, Sindarov got a much better feel of the position. He was playing a little bit faster than Pragg, right? And also this one, the move c5. I bet Pragg was planning this move c5 and then was thinking to activate his queen. What he missed is the sack on c2. I'm pretty sure he missed the sack on c2. That's it. So now we've got two sole leaders. It is Fabi and Sindarov who's going to play each other tomorrow. Now we can go over the game of Fabi. It was a horrible blunder by Wei Yi, right? His bishop got trapped. So tomorrow, if we're going to take a look at it, so Sindarov's going to play white against Fabi. But anyway, let's take a look at the game of Fabi. Let's take a quick look. Although I checked all the games already. Fabi has been going with his ready opening, right? Ready. Bishop g2. So if you're able to notice, Wei has been moving fast. He has 156, while Fabi has been taking a lot of his time, right? Knight g5, because Fabi was perhaps trying to dig in okay, dig in his well of preparations. This one, bishop takes c6. It took him 8 minutes to decide because he's going to win 2 pawns, right? And then look at Wei Yi. Wei Yi was still playing a little bit fast. It took him, what, 3 minutes to decide to play h6? Knight of 3, rook c8. This was just, how do I say this? An unexpected blunder, okay? Queen d5 check, knight d7. So I believe Wei has already spotted g4, this idea. And then he still castled. So maybe he was trying to set up a trap here. I just can't figure it out. But I believe he was trying to do so. Because he just won't let his bishop get trapped. So I hope we'll be able to pick into his mind. What trap is he trying to set up? Rook c5, queen b3, and then knight e5. So he was trying to attack Fabi now, I believe. But capture, capture, and look at this. Bloop! Knight d1. Just traps the bishop and loses the match. Just a blunder, right? So knight e5. So in this position, instead of castling, Wei should have just simply moved this bishop back to g4, trying to capture the knight. And it will give Fabi a king in the middle. So I think this should have been a much better move. Bishop to g4. Before he trapped his own bishop. That's it. I mean, there's really nothing much to be discussed in this game. It was just an unexpected blunder. So now, let's go over the game of Anish and Hikaru. I remember this was a reverse Sicilian, okay? What's this? Sartohu have potential to make an unexpected comeback in the later half. And the candidates. Hello, Curie. How are you? My guess. An unexpected comeback will come from a player who plays crazy games. Okay. So my number one, of course, the number one player who has a chance to have a comeback should be Hikaru. So I'm not saying Hikaru is playing bad, but he lost his first match. That's it. And then all he got was a draw from someone whom we expect to, of course, score much better or play much better, right? So Hikaru is a little bit behind, but I think he has a good chance of having a strong comeback. Who else? Yeah, so far, I think, of course, Prague had his first loss, but he's 1.5 out of 3. Probably still at the bottom half, but he has a good chance of having a good comeback as well. Prague can have what, a 2-3 winning streak, and if you get 2-3 winning streak, that's a good one. Of course, Wei can come back. Yeah, I forgot to say Wei. Of course, Wei can come back. It's true. Although, of course, a big part of this is experience as well. Okay? If I'm not mistaken, this is the second candidates of Prague. For Wei, this is the first, I think. Anyhow, anyway, we can take a look at the game of Hikaru and Anish. This is instructional. If you're able to understand the position, this looks like a reverse Sicilian where white is black and then, of course, black is white. But since white goes first, white has gained 1 tempo, right, for the Sicilian. D3 here, E5. Bishop E3. Okay, castle capture. What black is trying to fight for is the D4 square. So there are, I think if I'm not mistaken, Magnus has played a line here where he just plays D4 right away. You know, doesn't get, he just wants to control the D4 square. G3, so this is just pretty much equal for me. Now, white has a backward pawn, but there's no way for black to take advantage of it. So you may think right now, after pawn to g3, why not just capture the bishop on f3, right? So here, why not just capture the bishop on f3? Check. Queen takes f3, and then capture the d3 pawn. It doesn't work because there's rook f d1. Let me show you. Captures, and here goes rook f to d1. And the queen is not trapped. It can go back to a6, but the bishop hangs. Okay? So that's it. And now after the bishop moved back, then the bishop retreated. And now there's no way for black to win the pawn on d3. Although it is pretty clear that black has a much better position or structure, but it is hard to convert because it's hard to convert as long as white plays the right move. So it's still equal. So let's continue. Castles, knight a4, a3. So the moves may not make sense, but it's a move that doesn't. It's a move that's not a. It's not a mistake. Something like that. So a3 just solidifies, giving white a chance to play b4 later, and then stick the knight to c5, something like that. And then bishop takes, rook takes, and white should be fine. h6, yeah. So normal way to develop the pieces. There's nothing magical. Okay, there's no fancy way. Bishop f1, yep. So the bishop always has a chance to defend his pawn. So right now, let's assess. If you say white is much better because white is a pair of bishops, the answer is no. Because there's no way for the bishop to, activate itself, right? And it's called a semi-close game. And the knight has a good outpost on d4. It's easy to say again that black is much better. But the question is, how can black win? Right? How can black convert this advantage into a win? c5, trying to grip the d4 square. And then queen e2, knight d4. Yeah, I will not go for the trade. I will not go for... If I was the one playing for black, I will not play knight d4. I will think for a different move, but I'm not sure what move I'll play. Maybe I'll try to consider to play something like... on how to double up my rooks. So maybe I'll play queen a4. I'm not sure if this move is right. Then I'll try to double up my rooks. Let's see. Let's see what the engine is going to say after my move queen a4. Oh, it's wrong because white can play rook c4. Okay, that makes sense and also there's b4 now. Because it opens up this diagonal. I see too. So let's go back. That's why maybe Anish spotted that white has a threat of b4. Is there a way to stop this move b4? If queen to e7. Oh, queen to e7, that's why. Because now it stops b4. But no, it still doesn't stop b4. But after b4 capture, then the queen's protecting b6. Let's see. What's the difference? So b4, knight d4, bishop takes, and now rook takes. Okay, this is understandable. Now the rook is the one on d4, not the queen. Because I didn't like when the queen was on d4, to be honest. Here, I didn't like the queen on d4. It's like, duh, you're not going to sacrifice your queen. That's just my reaction. But, of course, it's totally different when you're the one playing over the board, okay? So can you analyze the last few moves of Divya and Vaisali? Oh! The queen takes h3? Woot, right? Vaisali is just a force. It runs through the blood of what do you call this? It runs to their genes. Wait, Pragnananda. 98. Okay. Queen b2. Now, this is just close to equal for me. There's still black has the advantage, but what will black do, right? How can you convert it? Hikaru is good at playing positions like this, you know? Hikaru loves to attack, but he can also defend passive positions. Can you believe white is already white has recovered in this position? Rook c3, trying to double up. Yeah, he doesn't even try to do anything. Oh, I remember. So let's move forward, okay? I'll fast forward because I saw this position because I was trying to calculate. So this one is capture, capture, check, capture, bishop f1, knight f6, king g2. Here. So I was thinking, why didn't black capture? Of course, there's a chess tactic here. If black plays knight takes e4, although it will still end up in a draw. There's this move, perhaps rook a check goes here, and then bishop to d3, pin, and if rook e1, there'll be f3. Knight is gone. So black is logically forced to play this move, f5, and white has an option to play what? Capture, capture, and then this is just a draw. Rook e8, or even rook a4. Yeah, so this is just a draw, I believe, if I'm going to turn on the engine. Yep, told ya. Because after rook c5, then rook e6. Ta-da! There's a lockdown. There's a massive lockdown. Goes here, I go here. King f8, I'll just play rook a7. This is double. There's no way for this pawn to improve itself. You can consider this one pawn. And then white will still threaten one of these pawns. Maybe, let's say rook c2 was played, then the king just goes back to f1 to avoid a move like e3. So the next move is already to play rook a5. And if it goes back, then it'll be king e2. Then we'll attack. If black plays something like e3, then we'll just capture. And this is just an easy draw assessment, right? Both rooks are cutting off both kings. That's why it's a draw. Okay. So much for this. Yep, because this is a draw as well. Let's move on to the game of Esipenko and Blue Bomb. You know, for Blue Bomb, he hasn't lost the game. So you can still say that Blue Bomb is in his momentum. Okay? He hasn't lost the game. Andre lost one, of course, the first round against Javokir. So this one I remember. Yep. This is almost the same as like the game of Wei on the first round. Wei against Blue Bomb, where black has an isolated pawn. So if there's an isolated pawn, the main idea of black is to push the pawn to d4 whenever he gets the chance without any risk. So here, after rook c1, you may think black can play d4, but not yet, because if black plays d4, there is knight b5. Discover attack the bishop, and then the knight will be attacking d4. So black will be outnumbered. So let me show you. d4, there's knight b5. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers. Well, black only has 3 defenders, right? 1, 2, and 3. So white will win a pawn. Don't forget this. The bishop is under attack. Now, let's go back. Rook c1, rook c8 was played. Bishop d3. So Andre is trying to fight for a win here. He's not like just fighting for a draw. He was looking for a win. Queen e7, and now after queen to e7, black is preparing to play d4. Look, d4. Bloop. So this is how you deal with your isolated pawn. You have to push it to remove it. Excuse me. So e takes d4, knight takes. And after all the trades, the position looks balanced again, right? For them, it just balanced. But maybe for us, for our levels, this is 50-50. But one thing I can say that both of them knows how to deal with this position, okay, that they're comfortable by just looking at their time. They haven't spent, okay, they haven't spent an hour and they are already on their 22nd move, which means they're just comfortable, right? They just know how to deal with this position. So situations like this ends up in a draw 9 out of 10 times. So rook d4, yep, and then trade. And there's really nothing much for both sides to do to win. Black's king is active, but since there's a bishop, it prevents the king from going to the e4 square, right? It's just on time. But if there is no bishop, there's no bishops, Black wins for sure. But of course, White will not trade off his bishop. Look at what they're doing. Okay, let me explain something on what they're doing. Remember the theory of, or the guideline when it comes to good and bad bishop? If your bishop is on, if your pawns are on the same color of your bishop, your bishop's square will be limited, right? Because your pawns will be blocking the path of your bishop. And look at what they were doing. Both of them were trying to put their pawns on the dark squares, right? Funny. Of course. How can they not know? They're the elites of the elites, and this is a draw. There's no way to penetrate. If Black tries to play something like king d5, there will be bishop b3 check, and then the king has to go back again, and the bishop goes back. Something like that. Okay? Now, as per the request of Adarsha, we can go over the game of Vaishali and Divya. Where was that? Bibisara. Whoop, 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 whoop. Wow. Bibisara is just ferocious. Where was that? What the? So the draw. Where was the draw? Divya Vaishali yesterday. Remember it? The Saki. So this one. I saw this online, using my phone. So it was a video, a shorts, okay? So after the move knight to g5, I was thinking, where should I move the queen? My move was even queen f4, and it's also not good because, right, obviously, right? So now the correct move is queen to g4. Just trade off the queens, baby. Ta-da! This knight is what? On a feast. It's on an outpost. The rook is on the 7th rank. This rook is held to protect the A passer, but Black has knight e4. After knight takes, d6, and then rook b4, and White has a passer. I see. Which makes it better for White. And now there's f3, g takes. Oh, this is also scary. I would not consider to play f3 actually. But is it forced? Yeah, because of this. So let's say rook a6 was played. Okay. Rook c4, king f6. Okay, king goes to h2, king goes to g3. This makes sense. Because, you know what? For example, White plays f3, right? Capture. The White king can just go all the way here, okay? Just can't do that. Because Black can create an outside passer. So this is still scary. Yep. So the correct was rook c5. Wow, this is great. And then push the pawn. And then slowly move the king. e4, king e3. Now this is a win. This is understandable. That's how White can win. But the game didn't end that way. The game ended in a more spectacular way, in which Black was able to save himself. Yes, this is the Divya Vaishali match, right? So, was it Divya? Yeah, Divya played Queen G3. I love this. There's Queen takes H3, right? Rook takes C5, Queen E5 check. Then Divya thought this is a win because she has 58 seconds. So they were just trying to hold on and get to the 48th move. But I believe Vaishali already saw this. Then this is a draw. Rook A1. Yep. This one, there's just no way. There's no way because I think G5, King G6, King F5. So there's just no way for both sides to win. They've got equal pawns. For example, Black plays something like G5. White plays A5. King G6. Maybe A6. King F5. A7. Now, Black can capture the pawn because there's Rook E8 check and then promotes, right? So the Black king needs to hide. He needs to use the pawns. So the Rook won't be able to give him a check and then have a free move to promote. But this one, E6. Woohoo! After E6, F takes, there is Rook E8. Woohoo! Black is forced to take, then checks. King has to run away, maybe King to D3. What if King to D... No. King to D3 doesn't make sense, just this hangs, right? Maybe King F5, then captures, and then they end up having 3 versus 3. Then Black can play H5. Black can just simply sacrifice that pawn. Look, sacrifice, D4. Capture, capture. This is a draw. There's just no way. Because, there's no way for the pawns to promote. If you understand what? I forgot the name of the theory when it comes to the rook and pawn, and then the king is just able to block. Philidor, the Philidor theory. So this is just a draw. In order for the pawn to win, to be promoted, the king must be in front of the pawn, like this. And then the king should not be in front of the kings, because the king is blocking the pawn's path, right? So this king must be on the side to get into the Lucena position. Anyway, this is a good one. Oh, wait, what? Chevs Rodriguez, hello. Are you a new subscriber or a new viewer? Hold up. Oh, you're on Facebook. Hello. Maybe you can give me a like on Facebook and also a subscribe on my YouTube channel, Chevs. I will appreciate that. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I wonder where are the rest, because I can't stay for so long. For my subscribers who has been with me for a while. I wasn't able to have a stream for the past few days because not few days. It was just yesterday, right? I wasn't able to have a stream yesterday. 2 streams and this morning, so I missed my normal streaming time, which is supposed to be 3 streams because I had an emergency on the Sunday night when I ended my stream. I have to bring a family member to to the hospital. And yeah, I have been sleepless for the past few days. And that's why I wasn't able to have streams. Okay? And now, I think I also have to go because I have duties. Okay? I thank you guys for always staying with me, hanging out with me. I hope you did enjoy and you also learned during our short discussion when it comes to the candidates. Hopefully I'll be able to see you guys tomorrow. 90% chance that I will be able to stream tomorrow. All right. So you want to have what, a FIDE candidate master title? Which book will help you to reach quickly? What is your current rating right now, Adarsha? I mean, don't right because I'm not into books now. Okay. The books that I used before is, maybe I can say right now, there's a much better way to improve faster, which is can all be done through online, right? Online stuff. I mean, like apps. I would suggest for you, okay? I would suggest for you first to have a diamond membership on chess.com. If you're able to get diamond membership, you will be able to unlock a lot of things, a lot of studies. Okay? Finish it all. If you're able to finish all the things on chess.com, 1800, yeah. Chess.com is more than enough. If you're able to finish all the things on chess.com, puzzles, openings, books, endgames, middle game tactics, I think you should easily reach 2200. So, yep, use chess.com. All right, so I gotta go now. I am going to see you guys on the next stream, perhaps tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone, and thanks for watching.